Stop complaining that you don't have a tower. Grab what you've got, put it in a vehicle, go out and get on the air.
So let's check out these trucks here. Both of these trucks are converted from old TV trucks, and you can see they've got these hydraulic, usually they're airlifted towers that will allow you to get up in the air 40, 50 feet and make some communications contacts. This one's got a inverted V dipole on it. It's also got some VHF, UHF antennas at the top, and you can see on this one, they can chase a lot of VHF, UHF. They got some mega VHF, UHF antennas, so I would imagine they take this truck out on a contest weekend and make some contacts that way too. But if you need to make a long distance VHF contact, you can do it with this and keep your amateur radio communications going when there's a communications outage. All right, we're at the KI-1P truck, and they're heavily outfitted for communications. And this can be used just in your casual contest operating or in an emergency. Here's got some Motorola radios here. Let's take a peek inside at what else they've got. Everything from microwave to a microwave in this truck, because that's the way they want to roll with their emergency communications.
My name is Chris, KI-1P. I'm from Vermont, in a section I call the Valley of No RF. I am really into contesting, but with a 50-foot tower in my backyard, it was still looking into granite. So this was my solution to getting around that. This is a ex-NBC news van out of Manhattan. I operate 160 through 900 megs on here. It is set up purely for contesting. In contesting, it's all about button chair time, so I don't need to get out of the chair for anything. I've got a coffee pot right here, microwave, refrigerator, and I usually do a slow cook beef stew or something for each contest down there. When I get tired, I have a full bed in the back with a computer in the back that operates the equipment in the front. Driving down the road, I have an iPad up front that operates the equipment in the back. On board, I've got a 7K generator and 6 200 amp hour batteries with a 3,000 watt inverter and air compressor for the two masts. Yeah, my old Rover, I would go up Mount Washington all the time. Yeah. This has not been up for two reasons. One, I acquired this in November and have been building it out nights and weekends since, so right. I have not had
the weather for going up.
Right, there's still snow up there right now. Future contests, I don't believe I'll be able to bring this up Mount Washington because it's too heavy. They have a strict requirement as far as weight limit going up the auto road.
Got it.
I've got two amplifiers, one at 1,200 watts, one at 700 or 800 watts. I've got a complete satellite station and then other various gear for VHF, UHF work. The main radio on here is a Flex that I do all my HF contesting with. On board, I also have two repeaters, one DMR, one analog that I can deploy for that, and cover P25, DMR, analog, and 700 and 800 meg as well. So stop complaining about that you live in an HOA. Stop complaining that you don't have a tower. Grab what you've got, put it in a vehicle, go out and get on the air. And that's what I want my social media to do, is show the adventures of me going out on the road and thinking outside of the shack. Just get on the air, and nothing is going to be as good as just getting on the air and making contacts. As you learn to drive at the age of 15, you are worried about what gear you're in and everything else, and you're concentrating on it. After a while, you're eating a cheeseburger on your knee and you're sipping coffee with the other hand and don't think anything of it. So just go out and make more and more contacts.
Let's take another quick look at another vehicle here. This one, only the one telescoping antenna here, but they've got a lot of stuff at the top of that mast that will allow them to do a lot of things. I see a hex beam as well as some directional antennas as well. Let's peek inside. The M51 ham van radio team has got quite the set of gear here. They've got some antenna switching over here. You can see mast PSI, so they pump that up with air. They've got a L-craft amp, lots of power distribution down below. I see a, looks like a Yaesu radio there. There's the L-craft radio as well, so lots of opportunities. Oh, and there's another VHF, UHF radio as well, and they're keeping an ear on the weather. I see they got the weather net dialed in as well. A couple of monitors. This is really great. This is, you can go anywhere in this. It's about how committed do you want to be in emergency communications, and everybody's going to be different, but a van like this is really helpful to roll into an event. Lots of times you might have a repeater inside. You can help with making sure that all those communications are getting going and coordinated. So just another way you might want to find to volunteer in the hobby when it comes to emergency communications.